Hello to all the beautiful Gemini tuning in today for your X reading. Thank you so much for bringing your beautiful energy, love and support to Soul Embers. I appreciate you. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andrea. I hope you find something within this reading helpful and you stick around for the journey. I hope everyone is safe, feeling well, happy and, vibing high. So the X reading, it will resonate with those of you that either are really wanting to heal, release and let go of your ex and finding it difficult to shake their energy off. You're finding yourself living in the past and difficult to embrace future love. Hopefully I can pull out some guidance that will help you start to shift some of that energy and look forward into the future. Others of you may be thinking of reconnecting, have that opportunity to reconnect with your ex, but you're not quite sure if it's the best move for you, whether their intentions are pure, and or you're wasting your time. So hopefully I can pull out some guidance for you guys that will help you make the best decision for yourself. And then there are others that are just feeling angry and resentful because you know what? Let's face it, there is something of injustice that has happened here and you want to know whether they're going to get their karma. And I've been there. I know what that feels like. So hopefully for you guys, I can channel some guidance and some messages that will help you just release the resentment and the anger so you can move forward and embrace future love in a healthy way that will continue helping you manifest the type of love that you desire rather than being in the frequency of attracting the love that you don't desire based on anger and resentment, right? Okay, but first of all, let's see, who am I connecting with today? Who is this message for? How can I be of service to the beautiful Gemini? What's going on out there, Gemini? What's the message you need to hear right now? What's going on with this ex? What's this energy about? And I've pulled two out. I'm not going to take them. I just want one. There we go. The dark. Where there is dark, there must also be light. It is on its way. Clarity. That's what this is about. This is challenging, Gemini, and I'll tell you why I feel it's challenging, because it's one of those things where if you don't take action, you become stagnant. If you don't take a step forward into the unknown and you hold back and you wait from fear of losing out or missing out, let's say with this ex, you may be wanting to reconnect, but at the same time, you're getting mixed messages or you don't know whether or not it's going to, go to the next level. You don't know what's going on. And so you keep yourself in this state of waiting and not really stepping forward and embracing future without them, whether that be on your personal path, it's kind of holding you back, or even with future love and dating. So this is really about you taking a step into the unknown, fearful, feel the fear, but do it anyway, and allowing your path to unfold in front of you rather than wait for another person's energy or another person to dictate and determine what path you're going to take based on their actions. You react, right? So it's that whole energy of as you take that step, the next part of your path will light up and you'll know which way to go. It's about trusting your intuition, closing your eyes and still being able to find that inner compass that will help you navigate through that darkness. And that's based on a lot of strength, and it's based on a lot of, your own belief system and what really matters to you. That's what I'm feeling here. These are the Gemini that I'm connecting with at this time. There is a fear associated with that step though, I must say, and a lot of overthinking may be taking place about which is the best approach for you to take. I'm kind of feeling that this may be a difficult situation, and what you're doing is you're trying to approach it with an impartial an impartial approach and evaluate based on what you have in front of you. The thing is that all of that is about you waiting for information to come in or waiting for action to come your way from one particular source. Whereas if you change your focus and you step into a direction where, you know, you're embracing what it is that you truly desire and what you feel is right for you at your core when it comes to your love life, that path will further be lightened up, and you will start to feel passion about taking action in what matters most to you. Feelings of stuck. Feelings of being stuck is what I'm getting. However, where there is dark, there must also be light, and it's on its way. And I feel that all you need to do is just feel that fear and take that first step into that darkness and trust your intuition. So let's break this down and let's have a look and see, what is this about? What's this X about? What's their deal? What's going on here? Tell me everything, Gemini. I will take them. That's what I'm feeling, and that's what I'll be doing. Oh my gosh, I'm really liking this for you. And you can't see those cards, but that's okay. I'll create some space here. Give me a second. Hopefully you can still see that. There we go. All right, I'll move these up a little bit later. So at the moment, you've really gone within and you're really waiting and surrendering to the energy of, I'm not going to take action. I'm just going to wait and see what's going to happen. What is the universe going to bring me when it comes to this X? You may not be speaking to them, Gemini. You may not be communicating with them. You may have really just dropped off their radar, completely silent. And it's a form of protection. Even though you might feel that you really want to reach out and you really want to get some kind of clarity when it comes to this person, you still won't. And I think it has to do with the fact that, you know, there is still a strong attachment here, and you fear that communication is only going to take you down a path that you don't want to take. Meanwhile, the person that you're connecting with, you know, they're looking into the future. They're looking into embracing the future with courage, with determination, with, having a more balanced approach to their life. I feel that this situation between the two of you was very depleting energetically in one aspect of your being and of their being. And so really through the equilibrium out, and the reciprocity became increasingly difficult. And reciprocity could be in any way, right? But there was something here that they found completely depleted their energy, and they want to restore the balance between what they desire and what's best for them. Hold back from reaching out. Hold back on their desire to, just succumb to that attraction that they feel for you. And that's what I'm getting here. They're trying to distance themselves from you, and you're trying to find some peace. You're trying to look for those answers within. When I look at this card here, and I'll hold it up for you and give you a moment to just have a look at it. I think about the in the traditional tarot deck, it's the Hermit, and I just think about him holding up a light, and that's that little light in the dark. He can't see, but there is a certain wisdom associated with the Hermit. Has been through cycles and cycles and cycles, and has matured and has learnt from those lessons. And I feel that's what's happening here. It's reached a point for you, Gemini, where you cannot ignore the fact that there are certain repeating patterns and behaviors here when it comes to this ex that you have to gain that lesson from and get that wisdom if you're going to hope to achieve what you want to achieve in your love life, with or without them, right? And on the other hand, just before, they're not quite there yet. They're still trying to pull back their energy. They're still trying to not act on impulse. They have not learned that lesson yet. They haven't stepped into the energy of the hermit as of yet. And so this distance is where they feel that this distance that's been created makes them feel safe enough to take those lessons with them and process them and then be able to manage their emotion. So that's what's going on here. And I do feel like there's a little bit of a gap here, a little bit of a gap between the two of you. You're both trying to just detach energetically. So let's have a look and see. Now let's break this down a little bit more. Sorry, I'm not going to take those ones, but I am going to take this one here because it fell right on their pile, and I'm going to leave it right there. That one wants to stay there. Do we have another one for Gemini? We do. Do we have another one for their ex? Okay, here's the thing, Gemini. Nothing is, for me, there are no coincidences. We have double confirmation here that there is something that's happened here. There was an argument. It's not the first time. They've tried different approaches, and I'm just talking about how they feel, right? And of course, this is a general reading. So if you need to flip this energy because you sound more like them and they sound more like you, then please do. But here is what I'm getting. There is something here that has been repeated time and time again, and there is almost been that same result that's gotten you both nowhere fast. And they're taking this as their lesson now, and they're looking at every single approach. They need this distance so that they can have a look at these approaches that haven't worked, why they haven't worked, and how they measured up, how they came in, and how they could have done things differently. The thing here is that they are so attracted to you, Gemini. They are so enamored by you. So their passion and the chemistry that you both share is so intense that often the lesson wasn't learnt, and they would just act on impulse and move towards you because that desire far outweighed the need to process the core of the matter here. There was an issue, but this time they're wanting to do that. Here's the thing though. They know that there is an element of maturity that they need to bring to the table. There's an element of stability and consistency, okay? Because the King of Pentacles wanted to flipped out. And as the King of Pentacles did this, right, as you can see in my deck, the Page of Wands fell out of the deck. So for me, as the way I feel and I'm interpreting this right now, it just seems like, you know, there is a need here for them to really show that consistency, to show the growth, to show patience, to show drive and stamina and staying power. I'm feeling that there is inconsistent energy here. They come up with a new way of doing things. Maybe they've communicated in the past with you, Gemini, that, you know what, this time it's going to be different and this is how we're going to do it. And they're really passionate and they're really wanting to apply this something different to your life, to the relationship. But it's almost like they can't keep their promise. They can't follow through with that. And a desire to do something, intention is very different to, you know, actually taking the steps that are needed to create that. So the King of Pentacles does that really well. He knows what's needed to take something from an idea and manifest it into something materialistic and tangible. So while there is this opportunity and this new approach that this ex of yours wants to come in with, because I do feel that they still want to be in communication with you, they may want to bring this back together. They're taking this time to think about which is the best approach, because what they've done hasn't worked. And I feel that they're aware that you're shutting them out or you're shutting them down because of that inconsistent behavior. It's just way too confusing. You don't know how to trust them. You don't know where they stand. Again, it's that element of stability and security that they need to bring, that they're finding it increasingly difficult to bring. And what they do bring is that passion and the desire and the attraction and the chemistry and all that are really juicy stuff, which can be very addictive. It can be very turn into something of an addiction. Can be very addictive, become very codependent. It can become overly consuming, that we start to lose sight of what does really matter. And I feel that may have been the case here. And so this distance has been really good for both of you. And what you're doing here, Gemini, I'm so happy to see this, is you're taking that time to look within yourself, to close your eyes and really have a look and see where you started to kind of lose yourself, where you started to become maybe codependent, where this started to become toxic, where you started to relax your standards and your boundaries, and as a result enabled certain behaviors. And you're really enjoying the process of working through that shadow, working through learning more about yourself, and really stepping into your authentic self, who you truly are, when you take away those strings that are attached to your ex when it comes to desire, chemistry, and dependency, right? So you're almost like freeing yourself to a degree. So it's very powerful. And you're feeling really strong. I'm feeling in my voice, my throat is very clear. You're communicating your intentions very, very clearly to the people around you, to the universe. And my voice, it's like I feel my throat is very clear, but what I'm also feeling is that I'm engaged from like at a core level. I can feel it coming from deep within. So that those solar plexus are really being worked here. You're really embracing that energy of your confidence, the ability of the solar plexus, which says, I can, this is your seat of self-esteem and expressing your own personal power. And you're doing it so well through through that throat chakra, through your communication, whether it be internal dialogue, setting the intentions into the universe, or with the people around you. Very beautiful energy. I absolutely love this. You're stepping into a different vibration here, Gemini, and they sense this, they see this, and they don't want to lose you. I'm truly feeling that. They just don't know how. They can't see. They don't know how they can come in, and they can. They're really stuck on how they can come in and approach you with a different solution that you will embrace, that you will accept. They feel that they're running out of options here, and they're really stuck. There are also, this is a reflection of who they are. So they're also facing themselves in the mirror now. And they're seeing that, maybe they haven't acted with complete integrity or really being able to uphold their values or their own morals or their own word. And that's hitting home something, it's really hitting home for them. It's really taking a huge stab at their ego and their pride. And it's teaching them to humble themselves and take control of that ego, take control of that pride, and hold that back so that they can start to work through drop that ego so that they can then meet you on a different level, on the level that you're at. Okay, so there's some work for them to be done here. Yet electricity still, you know, is sparking off between the two of you. I can feel it. All right, so let's have a look and see. I'm just going to pop these cards to the side, just over here, and I just want to have a look and see, for you to see what is the message that Spirit has for you. How, what guidance do they have for you to work through this? Because even though you may be working on self here, Gemini, I still do feel that there is a possibility for a reconciliation in the future if that's something you want to do, if they come in correct. Taking that step, regardless of taking that step into the future and what feels right and is right for you, even if you can't see, is really going to bring you the clarity that you need as to whether or not this is the right person for you. And if they're not, why? I think those answers will come in simultaneously together as you walk through and trust. Oh my gosh. Surrender procrastination. Start walking, Gemini. Walk up those stairs. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Take that step. At this moment, you're refusing to see, but you know what? Close your eyes and you will see, Gemini. I want you to look at something. He's got his eyes closed. He's got his eyes closed and he's waiting for the answers. He's got his eyes closed because he doesn't want to take action. He doesn't want to embrace joy and stability. He doesn't want to embrace this feeling of wholeness and fulfillment because he's not ready to see that. And this is where we're currently at. You're looking to recalibrate yourself here. That's where we're currently at. When it comes to this X, there are certain things that need to be faced. And there are certain things that need you either accept or you don't accept from them. And that's a big decision, like I said, to make. You're waiting for them to see how they're going to show up. Thing is that the minute you take that action and you decide to stop waiting and stop procrastinating on what matters most to you, and you take that step, your path will be enlightened. And with that, you'll be able to work towards your own personal success when it comes to love and relationships. The answers that you're looking for are based on your ability to take the steps that you need. It's almost like this dance between you, the universe, and this X. You take a step, your vibration changes, their vibration changes, they take the next step. How you position yourself determines how you will become unstuck from this situation, and how you will get the answers that you seek from your ex by letting them go and focusing on yourself. So counterintuitive. I get it. It's so counterintuitive. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Drop a comment below. I love reading your comments. I do read all of them. If this message resonates and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading on how you can really embrace that, the ability to trust and surrender and know that whatever step you take that's in your greatest good will really help you in releasing the desire to be with this particular person if it's not meant for you. Reach out and we can, I'd love to do a reading to see how you can really embrace that. All right, guys, have a great week. I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye.